Hello everyone. I'm trying out a new layout so you can look at what I'm doing when I'm looking things up, which I sometimes do depending on the team I'm using. So here we can see, based on who the trainer is, we can predict which Pokemon they have. Sometimes they only have one set for each Pokemon, like this one. But sometimes they have more, like this one. For some reason, these are different sizes. I don't know why, but that's just how it is. So sometimes it fits better than on other times. But I know it's probably a little bit small. So I hope you can still kind of see it. But at least it's color coded, so you can kind of keep track. I hope, and I have my notepad for if I'm PP stalling mostly. But also to keep like track of items, because if they have, let's say it's a trainer with like this, which have multiple sets for some Pokemon or all, then if it's, let's say it's Lumberry, then I know the next Pokemon cannot have Lumberry. And then I also have a damage calculator, which I sometimes use as well. So you can see if I do that. And then the bottom right, the team and the round and things like that. That's probably more important for when I'm streaming, because like in a video, you know, if you're following along, you know where I am. But if you're jumping into a stream, you might not. But yeah, let me know what you think. I could also do this. Okay, that doesn't really fit with this one. I made it for this one. Kind of fits. But then you don't get to see the stats, so I think seeing the stats is important. Like the EVs. And then I also have more space for my notepad. So yeah. This time we're gonna be using Mantine, which I've talked about before. I wanted to use one with steelix. And I used this once on stream now. But Mantine didn't get to do that much, to be honest. It was mostly a Dusclops show. Who I don't know who I want to be the third party member for this team. So for now it's Dusclops, because I used Dusclops on the Gyarados version of this team. And that worked quite well. Mostly for PP stalling, because of course we have pressure. And there we didn't really... I don't think I used Curse a single time. Here it's the opposite. I killed almost every Pokemon using Curse in the one round that I played. So we get to show off Dusclops a little bit more. However, Dusclops is a lot better with Intimidate support or some other stat lowering support, because it makes it easier to tank and stall. I think this team can probably be improved upon, maybe a different third member, maybe a change in moveset. I was thinking I could try out, like I was looking into stat lowering moves that I could potentially use, but both Steelix and Mantine only have Mud Slap as an option, which could still be good because you take no damage when your opponent misses. But for now we have this. I didn't really know who I wanted to lead, because the other version with Gyarados, I just lead Gyarados because Intimidate is good. We don't have Intimidate, so I just led with the Dusclops. And despite not having Intimidate, I decided to go with the max special defense and not max defense. Or mixed. Because we're immune to normal and fighting. And here we have an immunity to ground, so the strongest physical attacks we can be immune to. And we also have Steelix. And this steelix is also different in that it has earthquake instead of toxic. Because I need to be able to break a substitute. Now there is, I think, a Zapdos with substitute, which we cannot hit. But we should be able to stall out the Zapdos with steelix. Okay, we're currently in round 32. As the battle, we have 217 wins. And I kind of hope we run into Oko Pokemon because we didn't during the stream. And the whole reason I have Steelix and Mantine is to deal with Oko Pokemon. So it would be nice if we got to show off how the team works. But yeah, this will probably be mostly the Dusclops show again. Okay, let's pay attention to who the trainer is. It is Eric. So we open up Eric. And you can see he only has one set for each Pokemon, so it makes life a lot easier for us. And starts off with Snorlax, which is Curse. Which means that we are also going to Curse immediately. Because we don't want to give this time to set up. We do have Haze on the Mantine, but Mantine doesn't really want to take a hit from Snorlax. That was a quick claw. Because this Snorlax should be slightly faster than me. But now we are faster. Question is, do I want to risk getting Quick Claw Shadow Balled? I think I'll probably just protect this turn. Let's see, how much damage does this Snorlax do? I don't know which one I think it's 4. Yeah. Okay, 86 damage. Just go for protect here. It saw a kill, so it went for Shadow Ball. We could just barely survive Quick Claw, but I don't think it's worth risking. I think we're gonna go to Steelix. And we will take no damage from Shadow Ball. And now I could protect. However, it doesn't see a kill right now, so it's probably gonna go for Curse. Or it will go for Brick Break, which means we have a free switch back to Dusclops. There's another Curse. It's gonna live on 1 HP, I think. Yeah. We heal a little bit with leftovers. And we protect and it dies. The only bad thing is we just use protect, so next time if we want to protect to scout the next Pokemon, it's a 50% chance that it fails. So we don't really want to do that. So maybe I should have gone wasted a turn with Steelix and then switched. That would have been better. Maybe. But This trainer only has one Pokemon, so it's fine. I think Kangaskhan probably has Shadow Ball. Let's see. Yes, Shadow Ball, Bright Powder. Mega Kick, Earthquake, Aerial Ace, Shadow Ball. So Shadow Ball's strongest move. Should be going for it. There, one Shadow Ball used. Special defense drop doesn't matter. I just need to get rid of all the earthquakes now. Which means we're gonna protect here. It's gonna go for earthquake. And we can go Mantine. It's probably gonna go Mega Kick. I think I'll protect because Mega Kick it will deal some damage to Steelix. I want to keep Steelix healthy. Actually, I could switch into Dusclops. Yeah, let's switch into Dusclops here. On the Mega Kick. We are immune, we get some leftovers. We stall some Shadow Balls. And now we go back to Steelix. Another Earthquake. And now we get rid of the last Mega Kicks. Protect again for leftovers and to stall Shadow Ball. Another Shadow Ball. Earthquake number 5. Switch. And now that Kangaskhan is out of Mega Kicks, which is its strongest move against Mantine, it's gonna select a random move. But Earthquake, I'm immune to Earthquake, so Earthquake is probably not gonna get selected. I could protect here, but I don't think I need to. Just gonna go immediately back to Steelix. Another Shadow Ball. There's Aerial Ace. And that's 10 Earthquakes. And just to make sure I didn't miscount, let's protect. And no Earthquake. Now we can just rest. Let's see. I can torment this. I'm gonna figure out. Let's see, I want to end this with having Dusclops. And I think I just need to stall every move. At least that's the best thing for me to do. So just loop with rest until it starts to struggle. The struggle is 50 base power, Aerial Ace is 60 base power. So it's best if Aerial Ace is gone. Which obviously is going to take a little while. And the reason I want Dusclops out is because if I curse the last Pokemon, it's just a free win. I don't necessarily have to curse because I could just Toxic and then switch to Dusclops. I don't have to stall this out completely. It's just slightly safer, so I'm gonna do it. I could probably already switch to Mantine, go for the Toxic, switch back to Steelix. When Kangaskhan is getting low, I switch to Dusclops, set up Substitute. And then I have a Substitute up against the last Pokemon. Which means I'm guaranteed to be able to curse. Let's see, I don't think this trainer has anyone with Substitute, which is the only thing that could stop Dusclops. Yeah. I'd probably be fine even if it crits me, but I've already committed to stalling this out. Yeah, Toxic could miss, so that's also a reason. Their struggle. I think that was 2 turns of sleep. So we go to Mantine. Yeah, aerial ace crit into aerial ace crit could have been an issue. Toxic hits. I'm gonna heal up. We have a Lumberry. So we wake up immediately. I'm not used to stalling with Toxic. So not completely sure when the perfect time is to switch. To Dusclops, that is. I think I switched to Dusclops on the next turn. I could have switched already and just used Protect, Substitute, Protect. Or just Protect, Substitute. Let's see. Should live this. Oh, it crit me. It does live and it's gonna die on the next turn. But not the struggle damage, so we have a substitute. Dusclops will die to Curse. But that shouldn't matter. Clefable. Okay, Swimmer with triple normal. Can this one hurt me? Yes, it can. It has. It's gonna go for Shadow Ball. It has Soft Boiled as well. I could try to keep Dusclops alive, but I don't think I need to, so I'm just gonna go for Curse. I'll try to Toxic this. That would make it a little bit faster. I do have Earthquake, of course. I'm not sure how much damage Earthquake does. We're gonna Protect so that next... Oh, it's already going for Soft Bolt. I was thinking after the Protect it will be very likely to Soft Bolt, but it already went for it. We land the Toxic. Now it went for Mega Kick. We got outplayed. That's a lot of damage. It sees a kill, but it's slower. So it's probably gonna heal. If it was faster, it would try to kill me. Or at least I think that's how it works. Oh, it tried to kill me anyway. I never know with the AI. I guess it wasn't low enough that it really needed to heal. Oh, it just didn't want to heal at all. I don't know. Sometimes the AI just doesn't heal and I'm not sure why. Okay, first battle done. Let's go battle 2. Next opponent. I think that's a breeder. Breeder Tess, who also only has one Pokemon. Or one set for each Pokemon. We have a Slacking. It's special Slacking with Yawn. Okay, so Slacking is free because Truant, and we have Protect. Set up a substitute. Which item was this? Lumberry. Let's see. Do I want to rest against this? Probably. Shouldn't deal that much damage to me. It went for Yawn. The AI, well, against Substitute it doesn't matter because they don't understand Substitute. Even if it's like Thunder Wave or whatever, they'll use status moves into Substitute. But for Yawn, the AI doesn't know what Yawn does, so it just has a random chance to click Yawn. It could Yawn 2 turns in a row. It could yawn when you're already asleep. Okay, slacking down. In comes Flygon. I think this is Scope Lens. Memory serves. It is indeed Scope Lens. With Earthquake. Dragon Claw, Double Edge, and Crunch. The question is, do I just curse immediately? Or do I stall? Should be fine stalling this because Steelix resists every move that isn't Earthquake. But I'm gonna go with Curse. I'm surprised it went for Earthquake instead of Crunch, but I guess its attack is just higher and stab. Yeah, actually it makes sense. Maybe I should change my HP on Dusclops. Because right now Curse is exactly half my HP. Which doesn't matter because of leftovers. Or at all really, but maybe if there's sand up. No, this is level 50, so it doesn't really matter. Still, I might want to change that. Switch in on an earthquake. Go for protect. Decides to double edge. That makes sense. 1 HP. It should double edge again. And free switch, and we get a little bit of leftovers healing. And it's another Snorlax. Let's see, so this is the same Snorlax. It's Snorlax 4. Doesn't see a kill right now. I'm just gonna curse. It's also gonna curse. Did I say Quick Clot curse last time? I think I'm slower actually. I used to have a Dusclops that was faster. But I think this one only has 4 speed EVs, so it's only faster than opposing Dusclops. And we just go for Earthquake. And it will go down. Maybe not to the Earthquake, but it will go down. Oh, we get a crit. Okay, that battle was a little bit faster because we didn't need to stall. Which is nice. On to battle number 3. A battle girl. Elena. Which is fire fighting trainer. And this one, as you can see, has 4 for each Pokemon. Well, Machamp has more than 4 sets. It has the maximum amount of sets for each Pokemon, I guess I should say. Some Pokemon have more, some Pokemon have less. Okay. Ninetales. We don't know what it's gonna do. We'll just protect. Overheat. Let's see, is it ever not White Herb? No, it's White Herb. Which eliminates a lot of other fire types. 2 out of 5. Has double edge. Has Confuse Ray. And Will-O-Wisp. Don't know how much PP Will-O-Wisp has, but I can look that up. Right here. Will-O-Wisp. Extra 15 power points, okay. Now I think we're gonna go to Mantine, because Overheat, that sounds quite powerful. It could go for Will-O-Wisp, but we have Lumberry, we also have Rest. Gotta switch. And because it has double edge, I'm gonna assume... Okay, it went for Confuse Ray instead. That works too. That's one Confuse Ray. Now it's going for a double edge. Decides to Confuse Ray again, which means it will not Confuse Ray this turn. It could just Will-O-Wisp, of course. There's the Will-O-Wisp. But now we know Dusclops isn't switching into Will-O-Wisp. We get confused instead. I do need to be a bit careful with the burn damage. Mantine could die, or at least could get too low where I can't do anything. There's an overheat. Yeah, we can't switch into Mantine again. Double edge, that's nice. Protect on overheat would be very good. Nice. Okay. Now we can only take damage from Will-O-Wisp and Confuse Ray. Confuse Ray. Ideally, we get off the substitute, because then we cannot be burned. Here we go. Will-O-Wisp. I hurt myself, but it doesn't really matter. Will-O-Wisp again. It's only gonna use Will-O-Wisp while I'm confused. And it's gonna be 50-50 with Confuse Ray. That's almost out. That's 10. I don't want to waste all my substitutes, because I might need some later. We can just switch to steelix, because steelix won't really get hurt. Maybe I should have gone for a rest earlier. That would have given me a couple of free stall turns. Okay, it's out of Will-O-Wisp. It will cost us our Chesto Berry to stall out the double edges using steelix, but I think that's worth it. And we're making this struggle so that the Mantine can rest. Hopefully. Maybe I should have done a damage calc, because we're going to take burn damage on the switch. Mantine. Is this Ninetales 4? Oh, that's Arcanine. How am I getting Arcanine? Let's see. Struggle. 25 damage. As long as we don't get double crit on the Mantine, we'll be able to rest. I did stop counting the double edges while I was looking something up, so we'll just keep going until I see a struggle. Critical hit, doesn't matter. Another crit. As long as you crit now and not when I switch to Mantine, that's fine with me. It might have been easier trying to stall with Dusclops alone. And then if I got Confuse Raid, I would have switched. I mean, I would have gotten Confuse Raid. I'm not sure. Okay, there's a struggle. I think that's the first sleep turn. There's the second sleep turn. So now we will wake up next time we do something. We just need to not get crit. And we'll be fine. Alright, crit shouldn't kill us. Now the question is, do I want to stay at full HP or do I want to be ready to wake up? I probably want to be ready to wake up. And struggle doesn't hit me that hard. I say as I get hit by the maximum roll. And then an almost maximum roll. A little bit unfortunate, but that's fine. Now the question is, how do I kill this? I could just Earthquake, of course, but I think I want to have Dusclops out. But if I curse now, I'll be very low HP. So I think I might... Making it die to struggle is gonna take ages. Let's see. Could be a bunch of other fire types, and I probably don't want to have Steelix out. Mantine is a little bit low, so I don't know if I want to switch into a fire move. Unless I really don't have a choice. I'm not worried about the fire damage, but the other moves that these Pokemon have that they might follow up with. Let's see. I could switch back to Mantine. Mantine takes the most struggle damage, which would kill Ninetales faster. Yeah, I guess that's what we're gonna do. Switched out for no reason. Don't think I want the Toxic. Ninetales is too low HP. So this is a little bit of an awkward stall, but we'll get there eventually. It's just gonna take a little while. This team is definitely not the fastest. And using this team has mostly made me want to make another Dusclops focus team with Intimidate. Which of course the Gyarados version has Intimidate, but there the focus is setting up Gyarados. So I don't think I've... Oh, we got crit. Okay, we should be able to rest one more time. There the focus is setting up the Gyarados. So even though I have Curse on that Dusclops, I have not clicked it a single time, I think. And I think it could also be like a lot faster. Like if I'm not afraid of taking hits on the Dusclops. Let's see, that was 2 hits. Let's go to Dusclops now. I'm not sure if a substitute has enough HP. I don't want to click rest. I don't think. Or maybe I do? Not really. Well, but now I don't have other moves to click. So I kind of need to rest. Okay, I'll just rest. We'll be okay, I think. I will go protect here because that makes me move first, even when I don't get the move. And that means that if Ninetales struggles to death on this turn, I still got my move off. So I burned my sleep turn. Okay, we do lose the substitute, which is unfortunate. But at least we're full HP. Flareon, this is Shadow Ball most likely. And Quick Claw. Flareon. Shadow Ball, Shadow Ball. Okay, 3 of them have Shadow Ball, 1 has Bite. So it's always a super effective move. Let's see, can you guys actually see the Flareons? Yes. It could try to set up Curse. If I curse and it shadow balls or overheats, I probably die. Let's see. Flareon. Shadow Ball could do 50%. Overheat could do 50%, depending on the set. I think I just protect here. If it has curse, it doesn't have a fire move, right? Yeah. Then we can just go steelix. So we protect. Sunny day. Quick Claw with overheat. Overheat is really gonna hurt right now. Didn't really think about the overheat or the sunny day. I probably maybe maybe substitute was my best move instead of protect. Okay, let's see. Wait, was it the one I was already on? Oh yeah. Okay, sun up. That's a lot of damage. But it does not have white herb. Okay, if it max rolls, I can set up a substitute. Which would be unfortunate. I could switch to Mantine, but Shadow Ball is probably gonna deal a lot of damage. Flareon. 4 in Sun. Let's see, 54 damage, 73 damage. Okay, I died to double max roll. That's probably acceptable. I'm gonna switch to Mantine here. Dusclops is also just more valuable. And it just went for Shadow Ball, okay. I guess maybe because it doesn't have white herb? I don't know. But now we're in an awkward spot because Shadow Ball can kill me. Actually, if I go into steelix, now it's gonna guaranteed go for overheat. Oh, double edge. Let's see, how many turns of Sun have we had? It set up Sun. It is only... No, it's 2 Shadow Balls. 1, 2, 3, 4. So there's one more turn. Just gonna go for overheat right now. I could protect and then it runs out of Sun. Does it see a kill without Sun? Yes, it always sees a kill. Which means I'm just gonna protect here. Sun runs out. Let's see. If I switch to Mantine, I survive. Might even... No, probably don't survive crit. I survive some crits. Yeah, I think I have to go Mantine. Overheat should go to 2. It missed. That's actually bad. I wanted it to get a special defense drop. A special attack drop. Now it sees a kill, so it's not gonna Sunny Day. Shadow Ball. Shadow Ball again. Protect on Overheat. Okay, there's one more Overheat. Let's see, do I want to risk going for rest here? Probably not. Probably just want to keep this as a sacrifice. Or potentially as just a protect user. Because it could quick claw me and outspeed and kill me. Or it could just double edge and then I lose at least 50% HP. And we only need to protect one more time to run out of overheats. Actually, I'm not sure if it sees a kill now. Probably doesn't. Oh no, it does. You've taken enough chip damage. Overheat 5 out of 5. So now we can just stall this. If I torment this, then I can stall with Dusclops. Sunny Day 2. That doesn't really matter. Double edge. Double edge. I can't switch now, so I'm gonna go for protect. Now we know that we cannot be hit. And it sets up sunny day, so it's not gonna set up a new sunny day, which is good. We can set up a substitute, sunny days, because double edge and sunny day, they're both useless. I'll just curse now. And because of Protect, we can keep up the substitute forever. So I don't need to be high HP. I just need to curse the next Pokemon and then we win. There is one Machamp that can have substitute, I think. That's the only way we don't immediately win. But I think that's also Focus Punch. Machamp, so we actually do immediately win. You still have a Shadow Ball? I think so. Yeah. Okay, flaring down. And Arcanine. So we had a swimmer with only normal types, and now we have a fighting type trainer with only fire types. I just protected, also doesn't really matter, Crunch. Doesn't really matter which one it is. Let's see, Arcanine, they all have Crunch. Okay, there's only one with Flamethrower. So we know this is King's Rock with extreme speed. We get the double protect as well. Does Steelix survive a Flamethrower? We're not gonna find out. Wait, I put in Crunch twice. And that's another battle won. Very slow battles, but we're getting there. Battle number 4. Pokemaniac Layton. This guy can have some powerful Pokemon, I'm pretty sure. And we're starting off with Meganium, which could be very annoying. Let's see. It could have substitute. If this is Meganium 2, which is a Meganium we don't really like, but it can't kill us, so we don't really care. Could protect here. I think I will protect, especially in case it's ancient power, but I think that one would earthquake anyway. And it's Meganium 2. I'm gonna try to substitute. It also went for substitute, okay. That means we're gonna have to completely stall this. Or at least we're gonna have to stall the leech seeds. Oh, and it's double team, so earthquake. Oh, this is gonna be so annoying. I think we might need to switch stall this. Let's see, how much PP is Grass Whistle? $15. I'm just gonna go for rest now to stall some. Okay, that's nice. Another double team. I think I'm gonna start switch stalling now. Another double team. Another one. Hopefully I get a substitute before it leech seeds. No, we don't. Get it off, okay. That's too bad. Let's see. I think I'm gonna go for rest because if possible, I would like to keep Grass Whistle or my Chestoberry. Actually, I don't think I can. It's gonna have only moves that do nothing soon, so this didn't help me at all. Yeah, now I might as well burn my rest turns. I wanted to try to keep Chestoberry on the steelix, but that's not gonna work. But that's okay. Let's see, I think there was 6 double teams. Yeah, it had 4 useless moves. Okay, now it's gonna go Grass Whistle or Leech Seed. Let's protect here. Leech Seed again. Once it's out of leech seeds, we can... Well, no, it needs to be out of substitutes as well. This is gonna take a while, but that's been the case for pretty much everything except one battle. It's gonna go for leech seed, so let's protect here. It's probably what I should have done last time. Okay, that should be the last leech seed. I went for rest, so it's less likely to go for grass whistle. Which means we could maybe keep the chesterberry after all. So I think 1 in 3 to grass whistle and low accuracy as well. Now it's gonna grass whistle guaranteed. Let's see, curse is gonna do nothing. So I could waste turns going for curse. That's 2 substitutes. And this is leftovers. That misses. Now it hits. So we don't have to waste PP, which is nice. I wonder if grass whistle is lower priority because I'm asleep than even the double team. Not sure if I forgot to count one of them. Doesn't really matter. There we go, substitute, 4 out of 10. Another one, very nice. And this should be the last grass whistle. We wake up immediately. How many earthquakes does it take to take down negating two substitutes? Wait, this is the wrong one. No, it's the right one. $105, $105. Okay, 2 or 3. Okay, we hit immediately, that's nice. It might be out of double teams already and I just didn't count them. It's probably gonna struggle now. Yeah. it's not gonna die to struggle because of leftovers. If we get very unlucky, we could just lose here if we miss all our earthquakes. Okay, let's hope we got a high enough roll to kill. We didn't. We still have 10 chances. I wonder if it's worth it to go for a move that has more PP. Because this is getting a little bit scary. Critical hit, thanks. It wouldn't be the first time I missed 10 moves in a row. At similar odds. Another crit. I've missed 16 Oko moves in a row, which is only slightly lower accuracy. But there we go. And now I'm gonna go and rest. Because we lost a bunch of HP there. Crit again. Secretly scope lens Meganium. We do lose the Chesto Berry in the end, but we did get to use it to stay at max HP. And now we can curse this monster. But at least we should be able to get up a substitute. Which should put us in a very good position against the next Pokemon. The leftovers kind of help us in that the Meganium won't die too quickly. Which gives us enough turns to wake up. Shadow stall was a little bit... It took a little while, but wasn't too bad. Of course, like I mentioned, if we had missed all of our earthquakes, we would have been in trouble. Because then I have to make someone on my team struggle as well. Meganium finally goes down. Swampert. Okay. That probably means there's no super effective moves against Dusclops on this team. Of course, a couple of Swamperts One of which has Curse Rest, but that also only has Earthquake. It will be annoying, but it will be a free win. Let's see what this one wants to do. It's Curse. Lumberry. I could curse this, but I don't think I want to, because then my Dusclops is gonna be really low HP, and I want to be able to curse the last Pokemon. Let's see, I could have enough PP. I can stall until it decides it wants to kill. Or break my substitute. That at least gives me some HP. Let's see if it sees a kill yet. We have Haze on the Mantine, so I don't have to worry about +6 attack struggle. It's not that Swampert. Don't think... let's see. Okay, it does see a kill. Protect. Oh. Okay. Changed its mind. Yeah, we're back to full HP. Do I want to stall the last couple of Earthquakes? I'm not sure. Probably not. That's 7. There's a Lumberry, so first Toxic is gonna do nothing. Counter. Yeah, it's never gonna end up struggling because it has so many counters. Actually, maybe I should have stalled out all the Earthquakes. I can make it Rest Loop with Curse. And I have Dusclops in, guaranteed. But I can still do that, so it doesn't matter too much. Another Curse. Maybe I should let it get boost so it sees a kill on Dusclops. Probably not. Or at least it doesn't really matter. It should rest. Yeah. So I could have switched for free. Let's see. It's no longer speed dropped. I'm gonna try to set up the curse rest loop. It decides to earthquake. So it only has one left. Unless I'm very mistaken, but we have a protect. And I can also still switch. Just to be sure, I'm expecting a rest here. Pretty sure it's out of earthquakes. So now I'm gonna rest on my own Dusclops. And then we're gonna earthquake with the steelix. To put it in kill range for curse. If I were a factory trainer, slow and steady would fit me very well. I don't know which moves actually are on slow and steady, but protect, substitute, rest, those might be on there. Let's see, I should be slower and it should rest. Yes. It has no curse boost. Do we do enough damage? I'm not sure if that's enough damage. Oh yeah, looks like it is. Now we set up a substitute, and then unless there's another substitute Pokemon, actually there's a Salamence with substitute. But there should be a free win now. Steelix. Don't have to count PP, it's gonna die before it runs out. They all have Earthquake, so I don't know which one this is. Not that it matters. Another earthquake, which means we can just switch to Mantine. Not that I need to keep Dusclops alive, but I always like keeping Pokemon alive when I can. Now we're gonna see another move. Who knows, it could be Explosion. Rock Slide. It could still be Explosion, but I don't know. Low HP is very likely to explode. I don't know, actually it's guaranteed to have Explosion. There's only one with Rock Slide. The other one is Rock Tomb. Alright, another one done. We are Team Calm Morning Wind levels of stall right now. Black Belt Raoul. Okay. With a Metagross. Let's see if we can deal with this better than we did with the Gyarados team, because it being immune to Intimidate made it really difficult. Earthquake. Does this one not have... Wait. I know there's two that don't have Mash. Oh yeah. One of them has Shadow Ball, so that should have clicked Shadow Ball. The other one does not have Shadow Ball. It's Explosion, Earthquake, Rock Slide, Brick Break. I'm expecting that to be the one. I think I actually lost to this one yesterday. During the stream. Could also be another one. This one is Brick Break and had screens up. Let's see. Can switch into Mantine. If it does have Mash, Mantine will take it okay. Yeah, I think I'm gonna switch to Mantine. That's 3. And this is Quick Claw. Should have Rock Slide. And then it's Explosion, Brick Break. So I think we go to Steelix. And then I guess back to Mantine, we loop between the two. 2 Rock Slides. Should be Earthquake. Let's see. I think I'm gonna stop protecting on Steelix for a little bit. Oh! Okay, I did not see that coming, to be honest. Goodbye, Mantine. I did not expect the random explosion. How much damage did Explosion even do against the Steelix? Let's do the calc. Metagross. Don't know which one this is. It's not that one. It's not this one. Okay, it dealt slightly more damage than Earthquake because of defense reduction in this generation and Gen 4. Explosion halves your opponent's defense. Okay, let's just scout which Machamp this is. We know it's not Quick Claw, so that's something. There's only one with Quick Claw. Rock Slide. 2 out of 10. Okay, we can switch into Rock Slide easily. Machamp. Rock Slide. Could be Focus Band, could be Scope Lens. Wait, no. Yeah, here, Scope Lens. And we're not scared of either of these. Rock Slide again. Let's see, it doesn't have any move that's gonna hurt Dusclops, I think. So I don't need to protect. Counter. So that's Scope Lens. That should be 6. Counter again. I'm not gonna Earthquake you. Okay, we should be fine because we get a free setup. Machamp cannot hurt us. And then we'll be able to curse against the next Pokemon. And that should win us the game. Set up the substitute. Go for the curse. Revenge. Wait. It's the other one. They both have counter. I thought it's actually Focus Band. It doesn't really matter. Revenge, Facade. They both do nothing. On to the last Pokemon. Steelix again. Do I ever want to protect first turn? I might as well. I guess it could set up Sand. Did I give my steelix 4 speedy Vs? I think so. If I did, we just win with Earthquake. Let's have a look. Yes, we outspeed. It is not Quick Claw because Metagross was Quick Claw. Does this Steelix kill me? No. Unless it crits. It doesn't crit. Oh, Citrus Berry. Doesn't change anything. Oh, was it out already? I missed one, I guess. Not that it matters. And we go to the next battle. Opponent number 6. Who's it gonna be? Youngster. Youngster Jackson. Doesn't really matter, they both have the same team. Or the same group of Pokemon they can pick from. Ludicolo. And it's Stall Ludicolo. So I'm gonna try to set up a substitute immediately. And hope I don't get hit by Leech Seed. Okay. Ludicolo with leftovers. Finally, Elite, we don't have to stall. And now Ludicolo just slowly dies. If it went for Leech Seed turn 1, we would have had to switch and try to set up the substitute again until it either misses or doesn't Leech Seed me. Rain Dish, okay, this is gonna take a little bit longer than I was hoping for. But we'll get there. Slowly but surely. And in this position, we're almost guaranteed to already win. Who's next? Could also be Dusclops. Mr. Mime. Probably doesn't have Dusclops then, because Dusclops has a super effective move. This Mr. Mime is really annoying because it has 4 attacks. Psychic, Thunderbolt, Ice Punch, Fire Punch. I struggled to stall this one out yesterday with the Gyarados team, I think. Or was it this team? No, I think it was this team. But that time it was the lead, I think, and it got a special defense drop on Dusclops. Once it's out of psychics, it actually can't hurt me. $210. Yeah, I think I want to stall out the psychics at least. Maybe also Thunderbolt. Let's look at the damage calc. Mr. Mime. Thunderbolt just barely... Oh, max roll breaks substitute. Okay, that's probably fine. So I'm just gonna set up a new substitute while it breaks my substitute. And this is an easy stall. That's 6. Eight. And that's gonna be 10. Wait. Were we already at 10 or did it just randomly ice punch me? Let me check. Oh yeah, we were already... Yeah, I guess I could have just cursed then. My bad. Thunderbolt. We can still go for the curse. Let's say I'll protect, just so I have a lot of HP in case we get crit. Or max roll Thunderbolt. Now we curse. I think this is Bright Powder. Yeah, now I think I want to rest. Otherwise it's gonna be too late and I'm gonna be asleep for the next Pokemon. We can't be frozen, we can't be paralyzed because we're already asleep, so it's fine. Even a crit is fine. Not ideal, of course, but we'll live. Now we set up the substitute so we can immediately curse the next Pokemon and win. Dusclops will die, but that's okay. Skarmory. Drill Peck, Steel Wing, counter Rock Slide. We're just gonna go for Curse. Speed things up. Doesn't matter who I go to, we can't hurt Skarmory. But it can't heal, so it doesn't matter. Oh, went for counter. It's like, huh? Am I faster? But no counter. Negative priority. And we're on to the last battle. Only took almost 2 hours. This is definitely a very slow team. The Gyarados version is also very slow. Maybe not this slow. I don't know, I feel like in the stream I went faster than this. But it really depends on which Pokemon you're up against. If you have to completely stall those Pokemon, then obviously it takes a lot longer. But if we got more battles like this, where we don't really need to stall that much, then it's a lot faster. And I think if I make a team with Dusclops, a good intimidate Pokemon, that isn't, like, we're not trying to set up that Pokemon, then I think we can also go a lot faster, because against weaker opponents, we can just stall. We don't have to completely stall them if they just don't break the substitute. Battle number 7. Is this Guitarist? No, it's... oh! All legendaries. How could I have forgotten Bryon? That's like the first legendary trainer I remembered. I just forgot his quote. Bryon. All legendaries. Oh, we just protect. It's very likely to have overheat. Could try to set up double team, but that doesn't really matter. There's double team. There's a lot of double teams. No, actually there's only 2. The rest is double edge. So it could be Fire Blast or it could be Overheat. It's gonna hit hard, but it's not gonna one-shot. It could crit me though. Let's see, it's not this one. 80%? That's not nice. Question is, do I want to switch to Mantine? Problem is, they also have physical attacks. Actually, if it's Fire Blast, then it doesn't have any physical attacks. If it's Overheat, it has Aerial Ace. Let's see, that's Moltres 2. How much would that do to me? 40%, that's quite a bit of damage, but I likely survive Overheat into crit Aerial Ace. If that's even something I care about. Let's see. I can try to set up substitute and risk a crit. Or I can go to Mantine. Mantine has haze, Mantine has toxic. But going to Mantine... If it doesn't go for overheat, it doesn't really help. But I could switch to steelix, then it's guaranteed to go for a fire move. And it's not gonna go for a fire move against Mantine. The one that only has Fire Blast should go for Sunny Day. If it doesn't see the kill. Okay, let's switch to Mantine because I don't feel like taking 80... What was it? 84% on the Dusclops because then we can't even get the substitute up. Now let's see. What do I want to do here? I can try the toxic. I can go for protect. I can go for haze. I think I should go steelix. This should at least tell us which one it is. Oh, protect. I guess that also tells us. I think that's overheat. Let's see. Yep, that's overheat. It should see a kill here. So now we go to Mantine. It's gonna use its white herb if it hits. And it does. That's 2. And that's a crit, very nice. Do I go for rest now? I don't want to. But I think I kind of have to. Because another overheat into aerial ace probably kills me. And if there's a second crit, I definitely die. Let's see, overheat, 39. Oh yeah, I definitely die. That was a pretty high roll crit. Was it? No, it was average roll. Goes for protect. Why doesn't it just air lace me? I was thinking, do I try to toxic, but no, I shouldn't. If it does decide to air lace, then that's just a really bad move. Overheat again. Let's see if we can avoid getting crit this time. Yes. Now the question is, does it still see a kill on the steelix? No, it doesn't see a kill. So I'm not sure if it really wants to use the last overheat. You can also go to Dusclops now. I think we'll go to steelix first. Try to get the last overheat and then we'll go from there. There There's the first aerial ace. Could set up double team. Yeah. But at least it shouldn't go for aerial ace, I think. Unless there's some overheat AI now. Okay, never mind. There is some overheat AI now. Double team again. I think it's time we go to Dusclops. Probably double teams. Yeah. Now it's at +6, so now we know it's not gonna double team. And we're gonna completely stall this so we can heal up the Mantine. Protect. At least my protect failed now. So we have a guaranteed protect this turn. Aerial ace. Aerial ace can break my substitute. Okay. That's the last overheat. So we can now also stall with steelix. I guess I'll do that if I run out of HP or something. We can safely go to low HP because I could have gone for protect. Forgot. Actually, I probably should stall with steelix because I don't want to run out of PP on protect and substitute. Because there's more legendaries in the back. So we probably need to stall some more. Protect, that's fine. It's gonna run out of protect soon. Then it's only gonna use aerial ace. And then when it's out, it's gonna have 9 double teams left. Which gives us enough time to heal up. Okay. It really doesn't want to attack me. That should be the last protect. Halfway there. $15. $16. 17. $19. That should be 20. One more turn, so we burn the last rest turn. Yeah. Now it only has double team. So now we can heal. One turn of sleep. 2 turns of sleep. Time for Dusclops. Let's see. I'm gonna get hit by a struggle. Yeah, I think I always curse rest into substitute. Doesn't matter. We're not gonna be full HP, but it's gonna be about as good as we're gonna get. And having a substitute up with another Pokemon coming in is always a good position for us. So let's see who's gonna be the next legendary. There's a struggle. 20 damage, that's not too bad. Actually, does it die immediately? Oh, I guess we don't get the substitutes. But that's okay. We're almost at max HP. Raikou. This could be Crunch, I think. Or Bite. Raikou. If this is Calm Mind, are we in trouble? No. No, if it's Calm Mind, it only has Thunderbolt. We just protect and scout what this is. Double team. Again. Let's see. This could be Thunder, Rain Dance, Double Team, Reflect. And I think that's the only one. Thunder, Rain Dance, Reflect. Pretty sure this is 10. I think what I'm gonna do is stall out all of the Thunders and then Curse. I could already kill this with Steelix, but I want to be in the best position for the last Pokemon. Which means I want to be able to Curse. That's one Thunder. There's not really a reason for me to keep Mantine asleep. I think, but we don't really lose anything. Raikou has enough PP. We don't have to worry about it running out. So I'm just gonna switch to all the Thunders. Just in case I don't want to get frozen by an Ice Beam or something. Though I don't think that's ever gonna matter. Which item is this? It's Bright Powder. Yeah, that's good to know for the next Pokemon. Cannot be White Herb, it cannot be Bright Powder. Now White Herb is only really seen... Well, I think there's like a Superpower Reggie. Did I forget the counter Thunder now? I think so. I'll just do one extra switch. Reflect is 20 PP, so we have a lot of turns. Would it ever Thunder if it's at +6 double? I think I asked myself this question yesterday as well, and I don't know the answer. I think it doesn't, but I'm not sure. Maybe I should have gone for Protect, because then I don't need to find out. But I think now it's too late. I think he's at +6 evasion now. I mean, if we lose Mantine here, it's probably not that bad anyway. So it's maybe worth figuring it out if it's a possibility. Should be one more, but we'll do one extra to make sure. That should be 10. Should go for Reflect this turn. Yes. Actually, if we're gonna optimize things, then we might as well heal the steelix to full HP just in case. But like I said before, I don't think this is necessary. Because we're gonna have a substitute up, which means we just automatically win as long as we get a curse off. The only option is Zapdos with substitute. Maybe there's another legendary. No, I think it's only Zapdos. And Steelix should be able to stall Zapdos. Substitute, curse, rest, and then we'll be all set. Oh no, that's the wrong. I want to look here. Substitute. Wait, where was Leon? Or Brian? Articuno could have substitute. Okay. And one of the Raikos. But we're already against one. Registeel could have substitute as well. So yeah, there's a couple. Alright, who's last? Registeel, okay, could be substitute. Amnesia. But now it's over. It's not the substitute one. It is... It could be rest. In which case this could take a little while. Curse. Okay, it is rest. We're just gonna switch to to my Steelix. Metal Claw is not gonna be able to kill. Rest, it has Chesto Berry, so it's gonna wake up. We outspeed because of Curse. We don't deal any damage because of Curse. Metal Claw won't deal that much. Yeah, nothing. It's gonna go for rest again. I could haze, but it's not needed. We will deal enough damage for it to die. And that's around 32 with the Mantine team, but like I said, it's more of a Dusclops show right now. Which makes sense because Dusclops is just so good. Like I love this set. But that's the second round I've won with Mantine. We didn't run into Oko moves again. Which is the entire reason I have Mantine. To help Steelix with Oko moves. Mantine did get to do a couple of things, but not that much. But yeah, I will do at least one more round with this team. I want to do a gold round. Because that's what I usually do with my teams. Like beat 3 rounds, one of which is gold, and then it's... You've basically gotten the gold symbol. We only had one time where a Pokemon fainted, not due to Dusclops killing itself with Curse, which was the explosion that I wasn't expecting. So yeah, it was a very slow round, but overall it wasn't that scary. Like, the team did pretty well. I'm not quite sure what to think about the team. Mostly what I know is I want to build another Dusclops team with Intimidate. Because right now on this team, Dusclops is like just added there because Dusclops is good. And kind of fits the team. Very stally team. But I've never built a team where I start with, okay, I want Dusclops. And then build the team around Dusclops. So I think that's what I'm gonna do. But that will be a different team with a different video. So that will come at some point. But yeah, I'm happy with how the team performed, even if it was really slow. Didn't run into anything that felt unwinnable or almost unwinnable, like really high chances to lose. I think there probably are such matchups, but we didn't run into them this time. So yeah, it was a very long round. So if you're still here, thanks for watching. It's a good video to fall asleep to, so maybe if you're still watching, you're actually sleeping. But it's cool that I got to use Mantine. I think it's Skarmory's counterpart in Gen 2, but Skarmory is actually one of the best Pokemon, and then Mantine is just Mantine. Like, if you're gonna use water flying, it's gonna be a Gyarados. And Gyarados also has high special defense. Not as high, but you have more HP. So you still have really good bulk. So yeah, Mantine just never sees use. But I think it's a really cool Pokemon. And maybe in the future I'll add like a sweeper as the last Pokemon, because that's something I was considering. I don't know if that would work at all. Like, I was thinking about that, and then I was like, well, I could just add Gyarados, and Gyarados is the sweeper. And we still have the duo of Steelix with water flying. So that's how I ended up with Gyarados. Also, I used Gyarados Steelix before. So I already knew it was good. But yeah, there will be at least one more round in the future with this team. Thank you for watching. And I hope I'll see you again next time.